much less stress, and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Is going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes Freak. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on channel.
Saturday afternoon hockey in the WDA live from the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Features the 4-1-1 Jamestown Blue Jays. the 6-0 Minot High Magicians. Good afternoon. Happy weekend. Welcome into the Pepsi Rink here at Mesa Arena as we get set and ready for a big one at the top of the list inside of WDA hockey between the Blue Jays and the Magi. I'm Nick Holberg. Will be joined today by Mr. Matt Morelli, the former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, the former Minot High standout on the call for the showdown here today as we get set and ready for what could be a good one between the Blue Jays and the Magicians. Old school rivals inside of the WDA. It's matchup number 99 ever here tonight. Minot High's got a 62-36 all-time record against Jamestown. Who's going to come out on top here tonight? We're going to find out in about 2.5 short hours. Let's take a quick look at our standings inside of the WDA heading into the showdown here this afternoon. Minot perfect in the conference, the only team that hasn't been beaten inside of the WDA. They're 5-0 on the year. Jamestown sits at 4-1-1. Century's at 3-1. They got Jamestown last night by a score of 4-3. That was in Jamestown at Wilson Arena. Williston sits at number 4. They're 3-0-1, 11 points for them on their campaign. Legacy at 3-2 rounds out the top 5. Mandan, Fontenoy Rugby, Bismarck, Dickinson, and Hayes and Beulah all scrumming for spots inside that top 5 as this season continues as we get closer towards the Christmas break after today's action. And then we'll brew up right after the Christmas break right into the new calendar year, and then it's a quick run to the postseason and the WDA tournament that will take place right here at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. You can see out east, the only other team in the state that hasn't been beaten inside of conference play, it's Grand Forks Central. They've got 2 marks in the loss column, however, on the season. Minot is the only team in the state of North Dakota that has not been beaten yet in regulation. Can they make it 7 in a row here today? We're going to try to find out. They've got some players that can help do that. And some guys leading the charge. One of them is Mac Morelli. 18 points for him on the campaign coming in 6 games. Morelli has been a pass-first kind of guy on the season, but boy, when he fires it, he just about scores that will. 5 goals on the year for Mackley Morelli. He had a big night against Legacy just the other night in a 4-3 thriller against the Legacy Sabres. There's your top 10 in scoring in the state of North Dakota. In this showdown today, we don't see anybody from Jamestown in the top 10, and only one Magician, Morelli, from Minot High in the top 10 scorers in the state. Here's a look at him here as we get geared up and ready to move on in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It's quick, it's convenient, timely services that won't slow you down at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Magi are just about set to come onto the ice surface. Blue Jays are waiting in the wings as well. This should be a fun one today here on the PSP Network. Jamestown to Minot usually is. Will we see any rabbits on the ice here this afternoon at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena? We'll find out. More to come on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show when we come back to the Pepsi Rink here in the Magic City.
Facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Well, the official introductions taking place inside the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Minot High School at 6-0. The Jamestown Blue Jays come in on a record of 4-1-1. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. I'm Nick Holbert, joined this afternoon by the former University of North Dakota and former Minot High standout, Mr. Matt Morelli. Jamestown Minot High is always one that seems that we're going to get a bit of a tilt anytime these two teams come together. We're going to salute our country. We'll go back to that in just a moment. Let's go down to the PA for the official introductions and the salute to our national, salute to the USA with our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
For the singing of the national anthem by Cambria Hall.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. What a rendition of our nation's national anthem here this afternoon at the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. We'll bring in my broadcast partner, Mr. Matt Morelli, as we get set and ready for the showdown here today. I was asking you before the anthem here today that it just seems that anytime Minot High and Jamestown get together, we know we're going to be in store for a bit of a dogfight, it seems.
For sure. Like I said, the history of these two teams playing each other, they're always tight games, usually come down to the end. That goaltending is big. You're at home. Minot's had 2 road games. Now you're back at home. Jamestown had a tight one last night, so they want to come out flying. They want to set the tone early, and I think if you're Minot, there was times where they probably weren't happy with their play on Thursday in Devil's Lake, but now you're at home. You have a little bit of a break between now and Roseau. It's going to be a good one. It'll be physical, and that's exactly what we want.
How much emphasis do you put on ending the first quote-unquote part of the year with a win? And obviously something that both teams are looking to do here with good records in the conference.
I think for sure. You always want to finish on a good note when you have a little bit of a break. And thing is, like I said, play positive. Play with some confidence. I think Minot is, like I said, they're Jamestown's solid too. They've got a lot of wins under their belt too. So it's going to be a good test today.
Mac Morelli brings it in. Morelli skates it on forward. We looked at the state's top producers. Mac Morelli, number 2 in the state right now with the 18 points that he's mustered up coming in 6 games. Here's Morelli down to the corner, scrumming for the puck. It's Panasuk that got it back to Morelli. Morelli fires side of the net, comes back away to Panasuk. To the point. This is deal with it. Fired out front, hit traffic. Pinching down, Pakaluk. Puck's freed here by the Blue Jays. They're going to try to clear it out of their own end here with Walls. It comes back away to the near side wing, and it's fired off forward. Correct me, that wasn't Walls. We'll get the correct number for you in just a moment. It was Braxton Burkett, rather. Oden Nelson, the official here today for this hockey game. He's got a 2-minute hooking call charged here on the Blue Jays. Minot's power play comes out for the first time in today's hockey game.
Well, you don't want to be shorthanded, especially you don't want to start the game like that, but sometimes that's an aggressive play, and if you're pinched in your zone a little bit, you got to do what you got to do, but you don't want to, Jamestown, you don't want to get in that penalty trouble frequent where Minot, their power play's been doing off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, 40% for Minot High School on the man advantage on the year. Numbers that Minot High's probably satisfied with. They've gone 8 for 20. Anytime you're over 25%, you're doing something right. And Magi well above that number. They work on the Serve Pro power play here. Morelli down to Strand. Tried to get real fancy with it between the legs and tried to send it upstairs. The stop was made by the Jamestown goaltender. That's Leif Hansen that got the call today, by the way. Hansen sits on a .227 goals against average and a 93% save percentage. Not a bad year for the young man for the Jamestown Blue Jays.
No, for sure. The main thing is get shots. You need quality shots. Move the puck quick. You got to have guys crash the net. Get somebody in front. You got to screen that goalie. That's what you want on the power play.
Serve Pro power play working with 1:15 as the puck comes underneath from Strand. Back to Morelli. Back door owes right to Panasuk. Lost a handle on it. Comes back up top, down a deal. Panasuk across Morelli. In the circle, surveys, goes back to Strand. They're going to switch spots here now as Morelli tried to feed it back door. They did to Panasuk. Strand's on the doorstep. Morelli might have tucked it home. The Magi score.
Well, it's like the power play. You want to hurt another team. You beat them on the special teams. They'll teach you to stay out of the box. And I think Minot overall this year has done pretty decent job staying out of the box. Jamestown, okay, there's no reason to panic. You got a lot of time. Just got to stay out of the box. Minot's power play is the percentages don't lie. Don't make it. Don't give them any extra ammunition. But either way, it's gonna be a long game. Jamestown's they're solid. They're not gonna go away.
We'll listen in for the official goal call coming in just a moment. Strand, Morelli, and Panasuk were in on it. I think it was Morelli that tucked it into the net, if I'm not mistaken. Either 22 or 21. We'll wait and see what the official call is. Here it is right here. Morelli from Panasuk. Power play goal for Minot High School. They lead 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Today's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by our friends at 701 Realty. Sandra Goodmanson for all your real estate needs. Did get a chance to check in with Goody here today. Sure, he's probably...
I've been changing diapers.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Back behind the Minot High net, sent out front, taken by the Mad Giants. Coleman that works it off ahead here to Strand, and Strand will skate in with it. Strand worked it away to Hagenau, fired it out towards the net, went wide. Puck comes back away to the far point. Worked in from DeShaw, losing an edge on the play was Strand. And now it's the Jays that push up to center. John Belzer dumped it down. Giving chase here is DeShaw. Blue Jays went off for a 5-for-5 change. They somehow come up with the puck in the Minot high end as it's Marsland that tries to work it free. Marsland with the backhand, chipped it up. Oh, bad break for the Magi.
You're right, tough break. He might have been gone. I think he clipped somebody just caught somebody in the bench. But like you said, you talk about special teams, Jamestown. They get up for them just like Minot gets up for playing Jamestown. They're going to be there at the end of the year. That's the way you look at it. You take the teams that you go by history. They always seem to find a way. They string wins together, and that makes for interesting competition. That's the way West Region rivalries are all about.
Yeah, you talk about history. Jamestown, along with Bismarck High, Minot High, and Century, Jamestown, the fourth in the group that has had the most consistency at the state tournament over time. 23 state tournament appearances. Some recent ones as well, 22 and 23. They got close last year. They lost to Century by a goal in just a thriller play-in game. 2-1 was the final of that contest. Will the Blue Jays get back to the promised land of the Ralph Engelstad Arena this year? They're under new direction. Not the same, not having Matt Stockert on the bench over there for Jamestown. Former Mr. Hockey, the first ever Mr. Hockey in North Dakota. Ended up with 20 years underneath his belt as the head coach of the Jamestown Blue Jays.
I'm with you. It's different without Matt. He's a veteran. He's been around a long time. He knows. He's got experience. Like I said, those guys are kind of like Troy Olson at Bismarck Century. They're veterans. They know what buttons to push. They're smart. They've got experience. Like I said, they bring out the best in a lot of these young guys.
Jake Stillwell takes over for the Blue Jays, by the way. You're number one. Minot leads here in this hockey game. Just about 5 minutes in. 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Rutlick got it up to Morelli. Morelli's going to skate into the zone with it. Here's Mac Morelli firing. Hit the tape there. The defenseman Von Romsdahl. Big collision on the far wall. Rutlick's going to come out with it. Romsdahl sweeps it down. Then Richardson, he's got the hit just about a foot off the wall.
Shoot.
Braxton Burkett is the one that accepted the hit.
Yeah, that's a close call. I thought that was a good shoulder, but they got, like I said, sometimes they look a lot worse than they really are. Either way, Minot's got to kill it off. And, you like the physical play, but sometimes you're not going to get every call. But it is a physical game, and guys are, especially when you're near the boards. That's always kind of the X factor when it comes to some judgment calls.
Well, you can see Mac Morelli has the same thought you do. He went over and talked to the official about it, and then talked to Jordan Willard and Jason Bennett, looking for a little bit of clarification. They're going to say it was an interference call, Matt. So does that change the thought process at all on your part?
Well, I don't know. I think the puck went right, but either way, you got to let the refs do their job. They're good. They're doing their best, and that's a tough spot to be in. They do their best, and these games are tough. Everything happens so quick.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bait you by any means.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's like a loaded question.
Yeah, thanks for asking me twice. Let's just let that go.
Don't put the pressure on me like that.
Up to center it comes for the Blue Jays. Their power play comes out, but it's Minot High shorthanded. And Tate Hagenow into the zone, who sends it off the glass and in. Jamestown's power play's cooking as well. 31% for them on their campaign. 5 for 16. And their first power play of the hockey game here has Minot High moving the puck back into the neutralized territory. Finley Bentz scrubbing forward. Bentz away with it. Here's Bentz onto his forehand. Fires it towards the net. Stop is made as Hansen goes down. He'll hang on to it. 52 seconds remains in the Serve Pro power play here for the Jamestown Blue Jays.
Yeah, I know. I think Jamestown, you're like I said, power plays. Get control. You need good passes. You need crisp passes. There's no reason to make turnovers on the power play. You got to be patient. You like guys that are calm with the puck. That's kind of what you need on the power play. You want guys that are under composure, they're relaxed, they don't panic.
Minot High is going to clear it down with the help of Marsland all the way to the other end of the ice. Strand in on the forecheck and on the kill here for Minot High. Blue Jays carry it up now. This is Grant Lundy with it. Lundy takes it on the blocker side of Devin Keller. Taken by the Magi's Pakaluk. He'll just launch it all the way down once again. And 22 seconds now remains on the ServPro power play for the Blue Jays. Haven't generated a shot on goal on this power play or yet in the first against Minot High School. Minot High is going to have a chance. They're shorthanded. This is a 2-on-1. Coleman moving into the zone. Oh, he had Marsland streaking towards the net, but a nice defensive play there coming from Jacoby Trout. Richardson out of the box. Minot High's full strength backdoor. Trying to feed it off here to Coleman. Now it's dropped off. Earhart turns, fires top shelf. Oh, he shoots and scores.
That's a big goal. Just, it's a tough break for Jamestown. You kill a penalty off and the puck kind of comes loose just as he's coming out of the box. That's what you got to do. You got to take advantage of your chances. Minot gets chances, or to say that either team gets chances, you need to bury them. You just, there's some games you don't get, a forward doesn't have, a player doesn't have any shots on goal. So if you're getting something in the slot like that, oh boy, your eyes get light up like that.
Yeah, you got to be licking your chops without a doubt.
Oh boy.
Earhart picks up the tally for Minot High School. We'll listen in on the assists. That's number 1 all-time, or the first ever, I should say, for the young D-man for Minot High School.
A great shot. Yeah, picked a corner. That's what you want to do, though. You're Minot. Get everybody involved. Roll your lines. You want guys involved in the game. They need to be loose. They need minutes. It helps if you get a little bit of a lead. I mean, that's where you kind of got to just thrive on those things. You get other guys get everybody a part of the game.
Richardson and Coleman in on Earhart's first ever as a Magi. Minot leads 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Offensive territory they come now. The puck will be offsides on the play. That offsides brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Our good friends at Minot State University also bring you the matchup here tonight. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. Rutlick's into the zone, fires on. Glove save is made, is going down and making the play for the Blue Jays is the big netminder, number 1, Leif Hansen, to get a .227 goals against average and a 93% save percentage. It's been peppered a bit yet on the year, Matt, 144. In the shots on goal column, he stopped 130 of them. That's 14 that he's given up on the season. Those are good numbers for North Dakota high school hockey, without question. Just seems like Jamestown always has a guy back there, doesn't it?
They do. I mean, and like I said, even though they haven't registered a shot, but they always play a pretty solid defensive game. That's their style.
Comes to Rutlick, out of the cage. Oh, he sent it off the bar.
Couple nice chances for Minot.
Puck's going to be taken here and worked ahead off of Olsoma. Comes back away on the far side wall. Keller forced to make his first stop. Will he get credit for it? That's a question, however. He does. Thought maybe that one was sailing just a bit wide. It wasn't. Comes back away now to the Magi as they bring it up with Rutlick in offensive territory. Rutlick hauled up on the play. Then Panasuk will crash in towards the net. We'll have a stop of the play with 7.5 to play here in this first period. Minot leading by a score of 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Well, if you're Jamestown, you've got to start throwing pucks on net. They haven't had a lot of zone entry, so they want to get a little more aggressive. Minot's kind of clogging them up there in the blue line there. You got to get aggressive. I mean, you're going half a period with one shot. That's probably not the way they've drawn it up.
Well, these numbers for Minot High in the season have been pretty mesmerizing when you look at their shots on goal versus the shots given up in the 6 games that they've played. They're averaging 40 shots per game and only 14 against per night. The total numbers are 238 to 87 on the season. You got to like your chances when you're peppering teams in that margin.
Yeah, the coach, they've got to be, Minot's coaching staff's got to be happy with the amount of shots put on net, and that's what you need. You think of percentages. Some are going to start going in, And if you're getting offense like that early in the year, that's what the name of the game is, to get out there, get some pressure on the goaltender.
Strand with the puck, coast to coast, trying to feed it out front. He did. Lost a handle on it. Now it comes back away to the Jays, and they carry off ahead to John Belzer. Belzer walks down and fires. He was worked out of the play there by Pakaluk, who forced Belzer's shot to be slowed up a bit. Magi will take it with Cope and dump it right back in. 6:19 ticks down here in period number 1. Puck goes away to the far side. Marsland stands the man up at the blue line, and it's freed now here for Oliver Thompson. Stripped from him right out in front. Oh, the shot went through the goal mouth and wide. How about the play there from Brady D now? He had the opportunity to bring it back within 1.
Good hustle. He just kind of outworked the Minot guy. You're under pressure. You don't have a lot of time. You got to just either chip it off the wall, but you got to make a play quick. You don't have higher levels. You don't have a lot of time.
Center slot, puck's going to be taken here and worked by the Jays. Heads up, that one's going to go up into the rafters and a stop in the play. Puck fell right back out onto the ice surface. I thought maybe that one was coming up here for a second. You see me reaching?
Cat-like.
Yeah, that's a way to describe it without a doubt.
Well, that's the thing. If you mind, keep the pressure on. Jamestown, there's nothing wrong with that. Just get it out of your zone. No matter how you do it, just take the whistle or just chip it out to the neutral zone, so you can take some pressure off your defenseman.
Puck comes back away to the Magi at their own end. Earhart's got his first ever as a Minot High Magician here in this first period. Puck comes away now to the Blue Jays. Now it's Earhart again that's got it, and Earhart works it off ahead to Schmeichel. Earhart's going to have to regroup in his own territory. Then he just fires it in from center. Just about 5 to play here in the opening period. Morelli out in front of the net. We've got a stop of the play. Ode Nelson, the official from back in the neutral ice zone, watching in, saying that there was a cross check on the play.
I'm not sure who that's on. I think Minot almost had possession. It isn't said yet, but Minot apparently didn't see that one.
Yeah, Panasock goes down into the box on the 2-minute cross-checking call.
I guess that must have been behind the play a little bit where we didn't miss that. Rare time where we missed it, but we did.
Second power play of the game here for the Blue Jays as Jamestown goes to work, but it's Rutlick from Minot High that's got it, and he'll just send it right back down underneath the goal. Over to Strand on the far side. Strand has a chance to take it away in deep here as he works on it down underneath the goal line. Comes back away down to the Blue Jays, and they work it up here with Goner, comes away off the far side. Him on in high territory, centering feet out front to Whitman. And it's taken by the Blue Jays again down in deep. Back to the line, Belzer. Across the stripe, Romsdahl. Puck's taken by the Magi. They've got a chance here. Lead pass, Rutlick all by himself, shorthanded. Rutlick backhand scores. What a play that was. A shorthanded goal for the Magi, and Rutlick puts it in for the team high 10th goal of the season. That one was a bit fancy bent as he went down and tucked it in on the shorthanded goal.
Great move. Shorthanded goals they're just backbreakers. You can't give those up against Minot. Minot's aggressive. They're going to look for that Springer guy, and Jamestown's just you can't go down any more than 3.
Well, we saw the look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. DriveRyan.com. Browse our massive inventory online. Ryan Family Dealerships. Coleman out front from Finley. Bance had another opportunity, did the Magi, but that time the catching mid comes up with the stop for the Jamestown netminder. Let's listen in. Deal and Strand in on Rutlick's 10th of the year. That's a shorthanded tally for Minot High. They lead 3-0. PNC National Bank scoreboard. PNC.bank, locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online for your business and personal banking needs. Puck's worked around the perimeter here by the Blue Jays as they have possession back up top. Comes back away on the near side. Coleman trying to chip it out of the zone, but it's sent back in here by the Jays. They're going to have to touch up on sides as Gabe Halko was just a bit out of the zone. Puck's going to be sent down here. They're on the whistle. This Minot High shorthanded. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's another. Not really sure what. They made a mistake. Face off at center ice.
That'll happen from time to time.
For sure. No, that's the right call.
Now Minot High goes to full strength. Burkett back in his own territory. Into the zone with the speed. This is Belzer out front. Fires off the blocker and in. Jackson Maddox shoots and scores.
Well, that's a tough break for Keller. He was screened on that one. That's credit to Jamestown player there. Belzer, you take a shot. Like we talk about quick release. Taking a quick shot, not wasting any time when it's on your stick. I don't think he saw it. That happens. It just goes to show you that Jamestown's not going away. There's a lot of time in this game. You got 2 full periods plus some.
Yeah, you get up 3-0 in the first, and you start to think maybe it might be a cakewalk here today. That's never the case against Jamestown. We'll wait for the official goal call coming in just a moment. Well, Devin Keller getting the call again here. Let's listen in.
At 14-17 in the first period, a straight goal by number 27, Jackson Maddox, with an assist from number 8, John Belzer. Maddox from Belzer at 14-17.
Maddox from Belzer. Well, the year for Maddox, that is number 3, point number 7. Not a bad campaign for him by any means. Yeah, you get ahead 3-0 and it starts to feel pretty comfortable on a Saturday.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you get a little lax and you're thinking, okay, we're up 3. It's going to be easy tonight. But Jamestown's got nothing to lose. They lost a close one last night. They're going to be ready. They're not the start maybe they wanted, but now you're only down 2. You need to. Minot's got to keep the pressure on. Keep working their defensemen.
Shots are 10-6 in the hockey game. Minot High's got the advantage and the 2-goal lead. Deal at the point, fires it out towards the net. Comes back away on the near side, trying to shuffle it down underneath for Hagenau. Got it to Thompson. Here's Thompson on the back hit. Back to Pakaluk. Fires from the line. Top shelf, he scored.
Well, that's a good answer by Minot. Like we talk about putting them on net. They don't have to be fancy. Sometimes you don't even pick a corner. You just find the net. You just want to shoot it on net. It doesn't matter. I don't think he saw it. That's a tough break for Jamestown. They got a little bit of momentum going there on the first one. Now you're back down to 3. But either way, Minot, way to battle. Like I said, shoot the puck, put it on net from the defenseman. That's what you got to do, is hit the net.
I don't believe it was tipped out front.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be Pakaluk picking up his 2nd of the year. Dump back into the far corner. Pakaluk will give chase. Let's listen in. Here's Richardson out front. He'll walk and fire. Stop is made.
Oh, boy. Nice save. Great chance for Richardson. You lick your chops when you get those pucks that squirt out right in the slot like that. You want to bury those. I mean, make him pay. You're up 3. Get another one. You make it even tougher for Jamestown.
Minute 23 left here in the opening period. Again, Minot's got the lead at 4-1. Pakaluk 2nd of the year, assisted by Oliver Thompson. And by Deal. Big chance there for the Blue Jays. You heard the pipe get rattled. Here come the Magi back in. This is Morelli with it. Feeds it to Rutlick. Rutlick fires and scores.
Well, we talked about adding a little bit of comfort. You know, your Minot take advantage of those outnumber rushes. Bad break for Jamestown. The defenseman fell down, and those happen. Oh boy, that's frustrating when you're Jamestown. You're battling and you just have a bad break. But then again, you got to give credit to Minot. You can't give these guys those kinds of chances. Rotluck, he can bury them. He shoots it hard. They're gonna, you know, good teams make you pay. They make it hurt, and that's a tough break for Jamestown.
Minot's up 5-1. Let's listen in. Panasuk in on the assist as well. Morelli and Panasuk set up Rutlick for his 11th goal of the year, second of the game. Yeah, Minot extends the lead to 4. Well, that's a big start to the hockey game here tonight. 5-goal onslaught to this first period. Impressive for Minot High School.
For sure, that's what you want to see. You want to see pressure, aggressive. You want to see a lot of shots. I mean, Minot, you get 5 goals in a period. I don't know if we've done that very often, but that's what you want. Coaching staff, you gotta love to see that. Getting a few breaks, but Jamestown's they gotta answer. You need to get that second one before giving up anymore.
Keller turns that one aside with the waffle board. Now Minot High pushes back to center here with Strand. And there's going to be a call coming here on the Blue Jays. It's going to be a knee penalty coming here. I do believe that's what the call will be.
I think so, yeah, I think so. Kneeing, interference, one of the two. Probably kneeing.
Well, Jordan Kelly and Odin Nelson come together for that conversation here in the ref circle. The 1.5 seconds left.
Knee.
Well, a 2-minute power play for the Magi. Thompson at the horn, tried to fire, had the attempt and the opportunity. It was blocked away, and we are through 1 period of play. Well, some offense for Minot High in that first period. Jamestown had some offense of their own, but Minot leads by a score of 5-1 at the break. Magic Towing first intermission report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We've played one period here on the PSP Network this afternoon. Minot High leads Jamestown 5-1. Welcome into our first intermission report. First intermission brought to you by our friends at Magic Towing. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Magic Towing, where you can name drop PSP Network and receive $50 off on the tow. It's Magic Towing bringing you our first intermission report. Nick Holberg, Matt Morelli on the call here this early afternoon or late afternoon. mid-afternoon is where we're at right now. And on the 21st of December, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to each and every one of you that joins us here today from the Magic City. 5-1, Minot High's got the lead. When we come back, we'll look at the highlights of the opening period of play. Also break down the scoring recap when we come back to the Magic City. 5-1, Minot High at the end of one.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Well, we've played one period. Welcome back into our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone now. You'd be glad you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. Here's your game reset to the highlights of that opening period of play. Minot High got on the board first. Mac Morelli, 19th point of the year for the number 2 scorer in the state of North Dakota. He was assisted by Easton Patasuk. Minot wasn't done. Richardson and Coleman have an assist on the next play for Minot High. That's right here coming after Rutlick goes down and scores. Rutlick, team high, 10th of the year. Jamestown gets one of their own here, however, as this one's going to be fired in from Maddock. Belzer had the assist on the play, brought it to 3-1, but then Minot High has back-to-back goals. Thompson and Deal set up Bakaluk for his second of the game. Second of the year. And then Rutlick from Morelli. Rutlick second of the game. 5-1, Minot High School's got the lead. What does it look like on paper? Well, here's your numbers at the end of one period played. 5-1, Minot High's got the advantage. Shots are 13-7. Magi. And Minot High's power play is 1-for-1. There should probably be an asterisk there because they have a shorthanded goal as well in the hockey game. So the power play is 1-for-1, and the penalty kill is 2-for-2 with the extra shorthanded tally. Not a bad first period for Minot High School.
You take special teams, we talk about it. If you can, power play is one thing. If you can pop in a shorty, that's even a more of a credit. And it's like on, you know, when you're shorthanded, you don't really think to yourself, we need to get a shorthanded goal. You just want to kill it off. If you can get a goal or a good chance, that's just gravy. So for a team, but Minot, it seemed like they like that open style game. They want rushes. They want to get the transition game as quick as they can. They get the puck inside the neutral zone or inside Minot's blue line. Get it turned up as quick as you can. Every team wants to do that. Jamestown, okay, they played last night. Probably not the best period they had there to start with. They want to get back to basics. I think they got to start being more physical with Minot. Minot seemed to have their way with a lot of open space. You can't give them. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You can't give them time, and you know, to make plays. Be creative. Look for open guys. But if you're Minot too, they're putting shots on goal. We talk about all the time. They don't have to be pretty. There's no rule saying goals have to be tic-tac-toe on people's stick, and they all want to be a highlight reel type of goal. The main thing is put them on net, rebounds, deflections. Good things happen when you make it tough on the goalie, their defenseman, getting the puck in behind them. Go work them, go be physical. And maybe Jamestown hasn't seen this aggressive. Minot's rolling 3 lines, sometimes more. They want to get guys involved. They want to the guys on the bench, they want to get out there. They want to go out there. They want to do something. They want to show what they got to prove and what they can bring to the table. So it's, in a way, you get a little bit of a lead. That's when you can use other players and that get experience. Jamestown, they need that next one. They got to get in this game, and like I said, you just got to start shooting puck. Just be offensive. You fire them from anywhere. Just hit the net.
Yeah, in a contest like this, 4-goal lead against the only unbeaten team in the state of North Dakota, your chances start to dwindle the longer this game goes, and one more on the other side for Minot High could really be a big-time dagger. Just about set for our second period of play. It comes up next here on the PSP Network. Minot's got a 4-goal cushion as we start the second.
Thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
Love it.
Time for our second period of play here on the PSP Network. Nick Holberg and the former University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks, Fighting Sioux back in the day. Former Minot High standout Matt Morelli on the call. Well, Matt, it's showtime. If you're Jamestown, is there one major key? I know that you touched on it at the Magic Towing Intermission report, but is there one major key in your mind for Jamestown to try to kill this penalty off here that they have that the Magi work on for the next minute 45? Well, a big save will help the cause right there.
A couple tic-tac-toes there. I mean, you got to bury those. I think you're Jamestown. For one, you got to stay out of the box. You can't get in that special teams game against Minot. That won't come out. I mean, it'll just be a lot tougher. Where they've got to get their offense going. They've got to start shooting the puck more. They know that, and they'll get better and better.
Off to Deal up top, fired the shot. Strands got it. Tried to send it to Morelli, sent it through his skates, and it comes all the way down in behind Keller. Minute 10 remains of power play time here for the Magi. The Magi power play again, sitting at 1-for-1 in the hockey game. Rudlick to Morelli. Here's Mac Morelli underneath the net. Drops it off, wraparound play. Went off the goaltender's tape that time of Leif Hansen. That same play worked at Legacy just the other night. And a 4-3 victory for Minot High over the Legacy Sabres. Back to Panasuk. Tried to feed it back door right off the tape there of Von Romsdahl. It's taken now here by the Jays and shorthanded. They skated up to center with John Belzer. Belzer, the shorthanded chance, back in. Steele into his own end. He's going to work it free to the far side. Morelli up to center, now to Panasuk. Panasuk works across the slot. He'll survey here. Sends it up to Deal. Back to Panasuk. Panasuk through the zone, comes to Morelli. He turns and fires, and that shot just sailed wide. Comes to Morelli again up top. Morelli sends it center slot. Rudlick turns and fires, and back-to-back stops there as Leif Hansen goes down onto the pillows. He'll make the save. May have got a piece of the Morelli shot as well. Nevertheless, the kill for Jamestown anchored right down by their goaltender and Leif Hansen.
Either way, a lot of shots from Minot. That's what you want to see. It's good puck movement by Minot, which is great. But sometimes you said you need to, this is when you can work on them. Iron those iron the things out you need to get better at, be a little more sharp, crisp passes, and capitalize on these power plays.
Down to the corner it comes for the Magi. Working it away here off of Coleman. Blue Jays go to full strength. Walking out is Thompson. He'll fire, and again, it's Leif Hansen that goes down and makes the save. He hangs on to it as Thompson walked out of the corner trying to pick a high corner. Under 15 to play here in the second. Minot's got a 10-shot advantage at 17-7. And a 4-goal lead at 5-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lemon up at the point. Trying to feed Coleman. Thompson back in after it underneath the goal line. Back up to the point now for Lemon. Worked it across Richardson. Tried to feed it through the slot, and it comes back away down to the Magi. Somehow they've got possession to get underneath. Well, we talked about it being like a pro schedule for Minot High School hockey this week. Here's a takeaway for the Blue Jays. This is Nate Walls with it just for a moment as the Magi push back up to center. They were in Devil's Lake on Tuesday night. Then on Thursday night, they were down at Bismarck and Bismarck Legacy. A couple big road trips, and then at home on Saturday, a 3-game week for them. No different for the Blue Jays, however, as they had a matchup yesterday against Century at home, and then the road trip to Minot today, a 3-hour drive for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Not easy to get on the bus after a late game last night against a very tough Century Patriot team.
For sure, you're right. These back-to-backs for high school are tough. 3 in a week is tough, but a back-to-back, then you got to go on the road. That's tough too. It's not an easy travel schedule for Jamestown, but they've got to figure a way to get back into this game with some shots. And you take anything. You take a greasy one, a cheap goal. Call it what you want. They need something. It might not be pretty, but they got to have something to get back into this game before Minot really opens it up.
Yeah, the pace right now comes back out in front here to Schmeichel, and Schmeichel goes to work on it. Back to Marsland. Now Schmeichel in the corner. Pretty methodical pace here in the second period on this shift without question. 13-10 to play here in the second. Finley Bentz trying to get a handle on it here on the near wall. It's going to be poked free to Marsland up at the point. He'll send it back down. Bentz has it. Ikemoto turns the Jets on from behind the net now as Bentz surveys here. Makes a cut towards the net. Bentz walks out, fires. Oh, bad save. Rebound comes away down to Earhart down underneath the goal line. Picked up here by Bentz again. Bentz is going to walk out, fire, bad save again. Shooting gallery is on here for the Magi. That's shot number 18. Bentz has another attempt at it. Schmeichel's got it back. Schmeichel bumps it up to the line. Comes away to Earhart. Back to Schmeichel. He'll turn and fire. And down onto the pillows, Leif Hansen. Shooting gallery opening up here for Minot High School.
Kind of seemed like a power play for Minot there, even though it's 5-on-5. But you're Jamestown. You got to stop running around. Pick up a guy. Settle down. Yeah, they needed a whistle. That was a good whistle to take. But you can't be. You're already having a little bit of a struggle when you're in your own zone. It seems like it's eternity to try to get a whistle when you're just getting peppered like that.
Yeah, it almost, like I said, it almost felt like in slow motion in a sense for Minot High, the way that they controlled and contained the puck possession in the offensive zone. Bakalog forward, top unit back up for the Magi. They've got Rutlick, Morelli, and Panasuk reunited. They weren't together just the other day at Bismarck Legacy. They're back again on that same unit now as it's going to be worked up into the offensive zone by the Magi. Giving chase here is Mac Morelli, but Burkett's back on the retrieve. Shuffled off ahead. Pakaluk at center. Mac Morelli out with it. Bounced in from center. Oh, that's a tricky play, by the way, as Keller went down. Almost like a shortstop fielding a ball right there as Keller made the save of the Magi. Bring the rush back in. Panasuk down in the corner. Rutlick freeing it here on the near side. Morelli frees it up to the point. Pakaluk sends it in. Stop is made. Rebound comes out. Comes away now here to Deal. He'll fire it wide to the cage on the glove side. Pakaluk shuffles it back underneath the net. Panasuk giving chase. The bouncing puck escapes him. Here comes Nate Walls. Hang on. Walls has a breakaway. Walls will walk and fire. Sent it just wide on the blocker side.
Well, Minot's got to do a better job of keeping a third guy high. You can't let a guy walk in with a breakaway like that. Our the other defenseman who just got caught watching. You know, you feel pressure at the blue line, and you're the opposite side defenseman. You just have to back out. You just back out. You play it safe. You think you're the safety valve, and that's usually what the way you are. You gotta think, expect something bad to happen. Well, it did happen there.
Ends up as an icing on the play. Let's take another look at this hit, by the way, on the DriveRyan.com replay. You'll see it when the puck comes out of the zone here in just a second. We saw some big hits in that Legacy showdown just the other day. Well, it was just off camera there, but it was Ryan Rutlick that had the booming hit on the far side wall against Max Whitman. Ryan Rutlick, he's one of those guys. He's got 10 points or 10 goals on the year. One of those fan favorite kind of guys, if you will, with his style of play. Not afraid to play the body either, is he?
No, he hustles. I mean, he grinds it out. He likes to hit. And that's what you need. You need a guy like that playing forward. He likes to shoot the puck. He works hard. You need those guys up front.
Cole pump into the offensive zone. Takes it down into the corner. Cope going in after it. Puck's taken back away here by the Jays. That's Gabe Halko. Finley Bentz walks away with it. Bentz sends it out to the center slot. Here's Strand. He'll fire on goal, and the stop is made again as Leif Hansen goes down and makes another save here with just under 10 to play in our second period. Tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza, proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. It's Planet Pizza. Try that Blue Buffalo, I'm telling you, or just the plain cheese. It's Planet Pizza. Located on South Broadway in the Magic City. Speaking of Planet Pizza, I had the call last night to Minot High, Bismarck High basketball with Planet Pizza man himself, Tony Mueller. That was a good one. Minot High got the win in both.
It was good to see. I'd just say, if Tony's doing with you, can you tell him, say, Tone, fess up, bring a circular supper with you alongside next time on the broadcast.
The circular supper, I like that. That's great.
So at least you can, say that's what good sponsors would maybe think of.
Yeah, well, he made me promise that I wouldn't bring up the PSP Cup last night on live TV, because if I brought it up, he was never going to call a game with me ever again. But he didn't say anything about today, just for the record.
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
Yeah, I heard banana cream pie, which was, piqued my interest.
Yeah, for sure. Here's a drive from the line, knocked away by Hansen. Comes back away to the far point. Minot High holds it in here with Deshaw. Sends it down into the corner. Back in after it for the Blue Jays. It's going to be picked up and worked away here from Grant Lundy. Now Thompson. Real estate with Earhart, who's got his first goal as a Magician in this hockey game this afternoon at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. We've played half of it. 8:44 left in the contest. Matt Minot leading 5-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Dump and chase game is on as Hagenow goes to work, trying to free the puck from Romsdahl. Romsdahl moves it back here to the near side, comes away now here to Burkett. He'll move it back up into the offensive zone. Panasuk back in with it. Panasuk on the move. Panasuk tried to feed it upstairs, but it's taken away. Magi have it back. Morelli moved it up to the line. Pakaluk, here's Morelli. He'll walk and fire into the net. It goes. The Magi score. Mac Morelli and the shot. Who tucked it home? Nevertheless, 6-1, Minot High School.
Well, good things happen. You put him on net. I don't know if it was just he didn't have it frozen. He just must have trickled. It must have just been loose, and maybe somebody poked it in there. It's hard to tell, but
it looks like maybe it just went off the belly and side of the arm and into the net for Mac Morelli.
Maybe just misplayed it or lost sight of it. The goalie couldn't find it.
Well, let's listen in. Minot High wants more meanwhile. Panasuk sends it out front. Morelli bumps it up now to Deal. Goes back over to Schmeichel. Back underneath the net. Comes down to Strand, who got it to Schmeichel here. Schmeichel surveys. Goes to Panasuk. Deal at the point. Deal and Pakaluk with the assist on Morelli's second of the game. Must not have been touched. Must have just kind of crept its way through.
Yeah, just trickled in.
Puck comes away here on the near side. Blue Jays have possession. Yeah, Matt Stockert with 20 years as the head coach of the Blue Jays. Always appreciated the time that Matt Stockert would give the PSP network. Here's a opportunity for Rutlick. He was looking for his second to the contest as he walked in and fired. Hansen made the save. He was just a little bit older or younger.
A little younger than me, yeah, but younger than me. But yeah, Matt, he played a hard. He had a hard, tough style, hard style. There's no messing around with Matt. He had a certain way he liked it done. If you didn't like it, you probably weren't going to play. You had to play hard. You had to play physical, and he didn't want any of the drama. He just wanted good, hard effort every time he stepped on the ice.
Yeah, and he got it out of those Jamestown Blue Jays for 20 years. Job well done on that commitment to this sport, to the kids, the community, the Jamestown program. Puck's handled here by Jamestown with 6:20 left in the second. Minot leads 6-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard as Rutlick has it here. Rutlick dropped it back, tried to go back over to Richardson.
Well, and Minot's aggressive right now. They're not giving Jamestown a lot of time and space. I think they think they have some room to get out of their zone, and Minot's just kind of nonstop. I mean, they're just relentless on their forecheck.
Rutlick walks down, frees the puck, takes it in and scores. And Rylan Rutlick has another one in this hockey game. That's a hat trick for Rutlick.
Well, you need balanced scoring, so you need all your lines going, and it's even better when you keep going. Jamestown, I don't think, has an answer right now. They're having a really tough time in their own zone. And give Minot credit; they're being aggressive. They're not stopped. They're not just happy with 4-5.
Well, we'll get another look at that one on the Riot Family Dealerships replay in just a moment. Meanwhile, here come the Blue Jays in on the chance. Off the bar, rebound, tucked into the net. Nate Walls will put it home. Jamestown.
Tough break for Keller there. Just didn't know where it was. Just hit the bar and came right back to him.
Well, back and forth we go in this hockey game. 6-2 the score. Another look at that last one. We do apologize for the instant replay issue. Goal is going to be scored by number 16 for the Blue Jays. Parker Rolfsema's 5th of the year. Puck comes back away to Minot high up at center as it goes off of Earhart. Picked up by Rolfsema again. He works it away to the near side. Rutlick's goal was unassisted.
Yeah, he kind of knocked it down at the blue line. It's a good play. Just being aggressive, not quitting on the play.
I think they just said they're giving Finley Benson an assist on it.
Okay, that could be. That could be.
Minot's back in with it. Up front, here's Deshaw firing a shot on. That one's going to be turned aside. Hell frees it back to Pakaluk. Sent just wide of the cage, and it goes to the far side for Deal, who sends it around the end boards. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the second. Minot up 7-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot had a 9-2 victory over Devil's Lake earlier on this week. 4-3 win over Legacy on Thursday. Putting a rout together here, 7-2 right now with whole period left, 20 minutes left of the hockey game. Fair to say Minot High's looking pretty good right now.
Pretty solid. I mean, I think they're a step above than they were Thursday. They just seem like their play is a little more sharp tonight. They're a little more focused. I don't know. It helps obviously when you have a lead, but keep the pressure on. They're not giving Jamestown really much to work with.
Puck comes free out front. Morelli fired a shot on goal. Deal's going to hold it in. Deal back to Morelli. One-timer. Oh, that was a howitzer, but the stop was made as the goaltender Hansen goes down and hangs on to it. Morelli looking for another one here. That was a nice give-and-go play.
Good play. Like I said, Jamestown's kind of had a little struggle this period in their own zone. I mean, you're taking the shots. He's keeping him busy down there. It's a tough when you're facing that many shots. He's not getting cold. We know that.
31-10, the shot margin right now. Minot High's got the advantage. They're working up top here to Richardson. Cross down to Lemon. Lemon will fire it in. Blocker stop there. Richardson moved it off to Morelli. Comes to Schmeichel. Now back to Morelli. Scrubbing forward on the far wing, but it's taken here by the Jays and Romsdahl. And Romsdahl goes up to center where he pushed it past Lundy and on the near side wall. Minot's got it back in. 3-on-2 back into the zone. Here's Panasuk back to Morelli. Wide open net. Fired. He scored. Oh, what a play from Mackley Morelli. Wow.
Well, it's like I said, you're tough when you can't give Minot those outnumbered rushes like that. They're just odd man rushes. They'll make you pay, and they have been. I mean, you're not going to convert every one of them, but Jamestown, I think, is just you can't cough the puck up. We talked about the other night when Minot had some issues turning the puck over against Bismarck Legacy, and the neutral zone is not the place to have a turnover. You want to turn it over down in the offensive zone, not at center ice, because that's just usually bad things happen, and it's just been you can't blame Hansen. Sorry, you can't blame Hansen at all. He's been under fire the whole game since the game got rolling. He's got over 30 shots right now, and he'll probably end up with closer to 50 if it's the way it's going now.
Let's listen in. Panasuk and Richardson in on the assist for Morelli, and Morelli's got himself a 3-goal game, and he's also got 2 more assists in the hockey game. 1 more assist in the hockey game, according to my count. Another big night for Mac Morelli. Strand run into right at center. Rutlick's going to come in with it. Rutlick makes a fancy move. Another. Rutlick puts it up. Oh, Rylan Rutlick's got another one. And the Magi score again.
It's kind of a close play at center ice. You hate to see guys locking knees like that, or just, I don't know. That was a close call. I'm not saying it was a penalty, but anything with your knees and leg on leg probably should be a call, no matter what the score is.
Well, another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. It's worked 3 looks at it. Rutlick again gets it done. Rutlick from Strand. That's the 4th of the game for Rylan Rutlick. That's quite a night.
He's finding the net. He's comfortable. That's what you need. You're getting shots. That's what you got to do. You take advantage of your chances. That's what the goal scorers do.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute.
Puck goes out to center. Off the tape of Pavel. Back into Jamestown territory. It's going to be flung back up to center. Down to Shaw with it. I don't have my record book with me that I usually have of all the stats for Minot High hockey. However, this, in my memory, this is the biggest margin of one of these matchups between Jamestown and Minot in quite some time that I can remember.
It's rare. It doesn't usually happen like this with Jamestown.
Up top now for Deal. Deal's going to send it in, hit the side of the iron. All right, kids, get ready to count them down. We're at 16 seconds to play in the period. Deal's got it here. Deal's going to walk across the middle of the slot. Takes a look and just drops it back down to the tape for Hagenow. Hagenow on the near side. Freed here by the Jays. They push up to center. Lead pass came from Whitman. Out of the hands of Nidau, and we are through 2 periods. Well, Minot High's got the guns out on a Saturday afternoon. They've scored 9 with 1 period to go. Blue Jays have scored twice, 11 goals total. Plenty to talk about when we come back to our Magic Towing intermission report. Minot and Jamestown of the WDA affair this afternoon. The Magi have a 7-goal lead.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous addition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Well, you don't see it very often that Minot High and Jamestown are in a 9-2 affair on a Saturday afternoon. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. This is a bit abnormal in the scoring column when it comes to Minot High and Jamestown in this rivalry. The 99th game ever played between the two programs. Minot's got a 62-36 mark against the Blue Jays all time. They split in the regular season last year. The Minot got them in the postseason, and now here we are, tail end of the first half of the calendar year. What is it about Minot High's game that is so good tonight, Matt, in your mind?
I think Minot's just relentless. They're coming after them. They're not. It just seems like the things are going their way. They're getting some breaks. You can't fault Hansen at all. He's been. I mean, you've got 30-plus shots in 2 periods of play. That's a lot for high school. So he's under the gun. He's doing his best. Minot just seems like they're aggressive on that forecheck. They're knocking pucks down at the line. They're holding the zone. I think Jamestown just is having a tough time even shipping it out, and that's tough. It's when some nights you have that where you struggle in your own end, and defensively, oh boy, it gives a coach just a high blood pressure when you always start with hockey. You start in your own zone. You start at the goal. Go from the goaltender on out. So if you're having a tough time and your defensemen are constantly under pressure, they're in the corners working away and digging away, and Minot's getting the puck behind those guys. That makes for a long night. So if you're Jamestown, I think build on something. Win a period. Let's win this period. Win the third period. There's going to be a lot more games to come. Minot's got to go down there and play them. And Jamestown's always a tough game in Jamestown. We've had our struggles with Jamestown at their rink. So, yeah, enjoy it while you can, but there's going to be a lot tougher games, and Jamestown will be better. They need to come out with this period and do something to build on it. Let's take a positive out of it. You're on the road. Yeah, they played last night. Yeah, they're not making excuses, and that's the way it is. I mean, Minot's the third game in 1 week too, so it's been a grind for both these teams. But if anything, try and get back to fundamentals. You always say when you struggle and you're having a tough time, go back to the easy things. Just making simple passes, chipping the puck off the wall, talking to your teammates. Get back to there's just the basic stuff you learn about the game, and like all sports. The simplest, make the simple plays, makes your job a lot easier. I'm not saying Jamestown can't come back and win, but they've got a tall task when you're down 7. And then now you're gonna have run time too. It makes it even tougher. You're even shorter on time. So either way, just take some positives out of it and go to work.
Yeah, and see what is in store for these next 17. Like you mentioned, the run time will be in effect. How about Minot High out shooting their opponents, not only in this game, but on the season at just a frantic pace, 238-87 on the year. You can add to that number 34-10. Minot High has outshot the Blue Jays here in this hockey game so far. Here's your numbers presented by DriveRyan.com. Browse our massive inventory online, DriveRyan.com. Locations in Minot and Williston. It's Ryan Family Dealerships. Minot's power play is 1 for 2. The Blue Jays are 0 for 2. Minot does have a shorthanded goal to add to their resume here in the hockey game.
Well, I was just going to say that you talk about the play, and Minot is not. It seems like they're doing a little bit better job of keeping that third guy high, and they're coming back. If Minot does pinch, that third guy's high, and they're limiting Jamestown's offensive chances. And sometimes Jamestown looks like they're going to have an offensive rush, and that third guy high is coming back and doing a great job of helping out and making sure that Keller doesn't have a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1. So I give credit to Minot. They're playing a good two-way game is what I kind of meant to say. I could have shortened that up. I just couldn't think of it.
Hey, we love how you present it, without a doubt.
Right, it's all in the approach.
Yeah, it's all in the approach.
Right. So either way, Jamestown, like I said, go to work. Find something you can, get physical. I think Jamestown's got to start hitting more. They're letting Minot have a lot more time with the puck. Guys love to have the puck in their stick, but you got to make it tough on it. Get in their way, bounce them around a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a physical game. So here we go. We'll see what this period has to offer.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Comes up next here on the PSP Network. Blue Jays and Magi at a 9-2 tilt. Minot High's got the advantage on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Will face off the third when we come back here to the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 second, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer!
Well, here we go. Time for our third period of play. If you're just joining us, Minot is in their alternate jerseys, their home whites. Jamestown is in blue here today. The Blue Jays and Magi at a 9-2 tilt on the PNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot's got the heavy lead. Up at the point, Pakaluk with it. Worked it up to Morelli. Sends it back over to Panasuk. Panasuk tried to force it on through the middle. And it's going to be taken, knocked out of the air by Morelli. Touched here by Walls and company. And it's taken and dumped right back into Minot High territory. It's 27 rather. Jackson Maddock there for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Up to Morelli at center ice. Good to hear from Matt Stocker today. Matt, hoping that you have a great holiday and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
At least he's paying attention.
Yeah. Puck back into the Minot High end. That shot from Morelli right off the goal mask of Leif Hansen. Here's an opportunity out front. The shot whistled in. Keller made the save, comes back up to the line, and it's going to be sent just wide by Hadelwick. Comes back away now underneath the Minot High goal where Richardson has it. Richardson tried to feed it up to Schmeichel on the near side. Blue Jays right back in. 15:40 to play here in regulation. Well, it seems just about inevitable at this point. The Minot's going to improve to 7-0 overall and 6-0 in the conference. Jamestown needs a miracle to see if they can move to 5-1-0-1 overall and in the WDA. Got quite a hill to climb. Down by 7 against the state's top goaltender in Devin Keller, one of them at least. Puck comes back away on the far side wall. Finley Bentz brings it to the near side. Off to Strand. That was delivered to you, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay. Got a little excited.
Back underneath the net. Finley Bentz has it. Back to Rutlick. Playing catch with Bentz. Yeah, I should probably let you know that if there's a coffee delivery up here for you. That
right.
It's waiting here for you.
Got lost my head. I'm excited to see that.
Comes back away out to the neutral ice zone. It's taken here by Levin. And Levin will skate back in. Van Donnick goes down into the corner. Puck comes right out in front of the Jamestown goal. Bouncer gets past Rutlick. All the way down for Richardson back in his own territory. Just seems like Minot High's execution in this game has been the best that we've seen it so far, with even just the small 5-foot tape-to-tape passes. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. I think just kind of almost like night and day from Thursday night.
Right.
Just, Thursday night, just cleaner. They're just, it seems like the guys are connecting on better on passes, but they're, that's the way it is. Some nights are like that. You have an off night. These guys are, you say that, they're high school guys. They're going to make mistakes, but thing is, get better every game. There's something to improve on, and if you don't think that, I'm not really sure what you're watching, but there's always, you want to tune your game up so that when that later in the season rolls around, you're playing mistake-free hockey.
Well, for the Magi coming up next, it's a trip out east to Roseau, Minnesota on the Roseau Holiday Classic, and doesn't get any easier from here. Lake of the Woods, Roseau, and Robbinsdale Armstrong are the teams that Minot will play on back-to-back days. And anytime that you have to play the Roseau Rams, you're going to be in store for a bit of a slobber knocker, especially in that arena.
They're tough. They're always good. They're just, there's no room for mistakes against Roseau. The competition they play, they're solid. They roll 4 lines, and they're deep, and they're skilled.
Jays on the rush. Marsland's got the big hit on the far side wall. The puck is going to lay free in the center slot. Not for long. Comes back to Hagenau. And he'll work it back into his own territory. Yeah, anytime that you can get wins against East Region opponents and also go out and play Minnesota schools and get wins there, it's nothing but a confidence builder. But you know that the level's going to rise just a bit when you start getting further and further east. For sure.
Anytime you can play Minnesota teams, no matter where they're from, it's going to make you better down the road. It's experience. They play solid. It's something. It's a new look. It's a different kind of style of play. Those guys are just. They don't. That hockey in Minnesota. That's just kind of like hand in hand for those guys. That's all they do. It seems like, especially in those smaller communities. You think of Minot's basketball, football, the smaller Minnesota teams. It's all hockey.
Minot High goes to the ServPro power play. Walls goes to the box. We'll wait for the official call. One-timer there from Panasuk. Roughing was the call. Here's Morelli with it. Center slot. Rutlick looking for his 5th goal of the game as it's going to be taken and fired out of there. In behind Keller.
That was a nice setup. And except Minot's moving the puck well. You can tell the intentions are there. It's a matter of connecting, and that's the thing. Try things now. You've got. That's what you experiment for. There's nothing wrong with that.
Strand sent it behind Morelli. Comes up to the line. Deals had himself a point night tonight as well as he'll get it back at the line. Deal surveying. Fires it forward up off the protective mesh and out of play. 11:30 to play in the third. 9-2 Minot leads as the time continues to run down under the run clock. Well, here's your winning 50-50.
3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 8, 8. 3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 8, 8.
Hey, you finally won one, Manny. That's fantastic.
Wow. Well, there you go. Even the squirrel gets a nut sometimes.
Comes back away here to Schmeichel. What did he say? It was like $2,842.
I wish it was. That's all right.
$282, I think, is what he did say, Matt. Congratulations. Fun to see somebody win that once in a while. 10:40 left here in the third period. Matt Morelli won 50-50. Minot High's up by a score of 9-2. Puck comes around to the near side for Richardson.
It's either that or it's my eyes are really bad and maybe it's just the wrong number, but that's all right. Either way, we like to help out the program and this Blue Line Club. I mean, these players are lucky. They get taken care of pretty good by the Blue Line Club. Like all the high school teams, they got to have a secondary, booster club that takes care of them on road trips and food and meals and drinks and things like that. That makes a big difference for hockey players.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That travel, just the little things like you mentioned on the travel side of it, having some bananas and oranges and some Gatorades and things like that, of course. It's always nice to be able to have that, thanks to the Blue Line Club for doing what they do in that regard. Under 10 to play here in the third period. It's 9-2. Minot High's got the big lead here on the Jamestown Blue Jays as it comes up to Earhart at the point. Moved it off down to Coleman. Coleman works from underneath the net. Fires it free back to the far sideline. Marsland's going to have to regroup. Gives it back off to Earhart, and Earhart brings it free on the near side wing. Earhart dancing in with the puck. Fires. Oh, he cranked the bar. He's got one tonight looking for number 2. He's hauled up on the play. That should be a hand pass. It will be.
It's all right. You can't fault him for trying.
Sometimes you can sneak those away inside the offensive zone. You can use the hand in the defensive zone, just not in the offensive territory. And Earhart does there, and that will bring the.
Yeah, if the referees miss that, they're really having a tough night.
Faceoff comes back out into the neutralized territory. 8:47 left in regulation. Big thanks to Logan Dean on the cameras again here today. Another job well done. Busy week on the PSP network. Puck's taken away by Hagenau. He's got it here. Sweeps it towards the net. Not quite as busy as next week, though, Matt. The week after, as we
full tilt.
Yeah, we get moving down the stretch here at basketball tournament time. This is what it looks like next week. Oh, we do apologize. This is what it looks like next week on the PSP network. Monday and Tuesday off. Merry Christmas coming up. Then the Mandad Holiday Basketball Tournament, followed by the Dale Brown and the Hoopster Classic tournaments. Have to count, but I believe it's 28 games that we'll have on next week on the PSP network. Offsides, a call on the Blue Jays.
Well, I mean, that's good though. I mean, keep you busy in those games. I mean, I'll give you updates from Minnesota.
Yeah,
I know you got your hands full. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of basketball games. I don't think people realize how many games are really on every other night or whatever. You know, I know there's certain nights that high school sports stay away, but it's a lot of games.
Yeah, we only have 300 plus scheduled from.
Only.
Yeah,
Golly.
only.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, we're happy to do it. Glad to be.
For sure. Keep it up. You do a great job. Listen to it last night.
You can help us with that mission of promoting local athletes. Just a simple like and follow on our social media platforms goes miles. So does hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit Like and follow and subscribe on the PSP Network platforms. Our mission is to promote local athletes. Without those sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do so. And the more likes and follows we have on our social media, the more the sponsors like it, the more the kids get promoted. It's quite a beautiful circle. Walls will carry this puck back up to center ice. Cope's got it here. Cope wheeling and dealing in his own end. Back over to Lemon now, and Lemon's going to fire it free back to Cope. Rutlick with the puck. 2-on-1 Magi. Rutlick back door. Oh, tried to feed it back off to DeShaw. And it went off the tape of Walls. Now it's going to be poked free back into Minot High territory. Shots are 37-11. Minot High's got the advantage. And they've got a 9-2 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Poor Devin Keller sitting back there saying, fellas, you might need to let him shoot on me just a bit more. Those numbers of Keller's taking just a bit of a beating. He's hasn't seen enough to have the goals against average. The goals against average number is just fine when it's under 2 per game or at 2 per game. However, that save percentage number for Keller, when you only see 11 and 1 or 2 sneak in on a night.
It's like I said, you got to stay sharp. You hate to say that, you should have a stop them all, but I mean, either way, it's hard to, you're not facing the shots like your opponents are, but either way, you got to stay mentally ready and be ready, because we're going to face teams that we'll be the team that gets peppered.
Here's Morelli, side of the net, he'll fire. Went wide, comes back up top down to Earhart. Earhart fires it in. Taken here by the Jays. They roll this one in on Keller, and see, just plays like that from 200 feet away. A bouncing puck, again, like a shortstop fielding a ground ball on a gravel pit. Keller makes the save on it. But not easy to stay sharp on a night like tonight. Some shots like that where he's only seen 11 total in the hockey game. He should have 12. They don't give him credit for that last one, but that was probably his trickiest save of the game. Good work, Matt. Donated back to the Blue Line Club tonight. That's what I'm talking about. 4:30 left here in the third period. Puck comes back away out front. Taken here by the Magi. And Schmeichel's going to take it. Fires it off ahead. Comes away down to Earhart. Back at his own end. 4:10 to play in the third period. Roseau trip up next for Minot High School for Jamestown. This is the last game until the 3rd of January. They host Grafton Park River in a non-conference game. Then they head to Legacy. It's a busy schedule in January for the Blue Jays. They've got Park River, Legacy, Bottineau Rugby, Dickinson, Mandan, Minot again on their home ice, Dickinson on their home ice, Devils Lake in a non-conference game, and Williston. It's a 9-game January, and that's quite a few.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. A tough schedule for those guys. But, I mean, they're tough for all of them.
Puck comes back underneath the goal line. Up to the point now here for Deal. Pakaluk. 3:05 left in the third period. I don't know this answer. Is the school break already in session after yesterday? Was that the last day of school before the break? They don't have to go back next week?
No, I think that's it.
Well, the 21st here today. Everybody will be ready for a little bit of a break. That Roseau tournament for Minot High, however, starting on the 26th. So quick turnaround on the holiday break. Puck comes to Coleman, center slot. Oh, Coleman's got a big hit there. Blue Jays bench comes alive. Delayed call coming here on Minot High School. This will be Coleman.
Yep, interference maybe. Rough. Either one. You could call it either way. He plays physical. You like to see that out of guys. Just sometimes you have to just know when you're past that time frame of hitting a guy. Although sometimes some games you can get away with that. The refs let him go. And
final 2 to play in regulation. Puck's handled here by the Blue Jays, back in behind their own net. Fired up to center, now comes back in behind Keller. This will be an icing. That icing brought to you by our friends at the UPS store. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Tonight's game also brought to you by our good friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Puck comes back away to the Blue Jays in their own end. Pinned up on the near side wall. Well, the first half of the season, first half, quote unquote, if you will, the tail end of November into December, it's fair to say that Minot being the only unbeaten team in the state of North Dakota right now is some pretty high hopes, and for good reason, heading into the second part of the year.
well, I mean, it's the start you wanted. You keep rolling. Like we were saying, get better every game. Work. What do you need to work on? There's always something you can improve on. Find ways to get better. Because you're going to run into tougher teams, and you're at the top. They're hungry. They want to take you down. They want to beat you. They get up for. All the games are big, but when you're kind of at the top of the West region, everybody wants to knock you off.
33 seconds to tick down in regulation. Big plans for Christmas? Are you excited?
No, yeah, not a whole lot. Stay here. Yeah, take it easy, and nothing crazy. How about you?
That's usually a pretty big night, delivering presents to all the boys and girls across the world.
Right, true. Yeah, I mean, that's the name. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it should be a great holiday. Looking forward to it. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you out there watching tonight. Minot High wants one more at the end of the game. They won't get it on that attempt or that. Another shot fired in.
You'll have your hands full with Ike. He'll keep you busy.
38-12, the final shots on goal tonight. The Magi come out of here with a 9-2 victory over the Jamestown Blue Jays. Planning Team Financial, Shots Crossroad postgame show comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show here from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Planning Team Financial, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you every step of the way. Find them online, planningteam.com. At Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99, where team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Bringing you the postgame here tonight. Nick Holberg, Matt Morelli on the call this evening. Well, Matt, 9-2, the final score for Minot High. They were impressive in this hockey game, to say the least, here tonight.
Yeah, I think they took advantage of their chances. We were talking about shooting the puck more. I think we've had shots, but I think we're maybe got some breaks tonight, finding the back of the net. Finally bearing down on some of your chances. You have to do that because you get into some tighter games. We're not going to put up 35, 40 shots in every game Minot plays. They're just not. But if Minot can come out with that style of play, aggressive, hard forecheck, going to the net, throwing pucks on net, it's going to. Chances are things will go your way. And if you're Jamestown, they're going to be better at home. They probably it wasn't their day. Tough game last night with them against Century, and you come, get on the bus and get on the road early the next day. So that's a tough loss for them. But they'll come around. They've always got a lot of skilled guys that they grind and they work hard, and they just didn't get the breaks today. And of course, you only put up 12 shots in goal. You're probably not going to come out on the winning end on very many of those games.
Yeah, final shots were 40-12 in favor of Minot High School in this hockey game today. And like you said, Matt, that's just a hard way to try to get victories. Game reset scoring summary. Panasuk set up Morelli for the first goal of the game. Then it was Earhart from Coleman and Richardson. Earhart's first as a Magi. Shorthanded, Deal and Strand set up Rutlick, his 10th of the year, first of the night. Then it was Belzer that set up Maddock for Jamestown. It was 3-1 at one point, and then Minot hooked the plow again. Thompson and Deal set up Panasuk. Panasuk and Morelli set up Rutlick. Panasuk, Deal set up Morelli. Bent set up Rutlick. That was his hat-trick goal. Then Walls had a goal for Jamestown. Then Minot High added 2 more. Richardson and Panasuk set up Mac Morelli for his hat-trick goal, and Strand sent Rutlick up for his 4th of the night. 4-goal night for Ryan Rutlick. Another 4-point performance for Mac Morelli here tonight. He had a hat trick and another assist. Might have had 2 assists in this hockey game here tonight. Big point nights for Rutlick and Morelli. Time to announce our MVP of the game. How do you pick one when you've got that many guys doing that many things here in this showdown? MVP brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. It's Sport Clips. Ryan Rutlick, Mac Morelli, you flip a coin on him. Ryan Rutlick tonight, another hat trick for the young man from Minot High School.
Well, you need a guy, you need a sniper. You need somebody that can pop some goals, and if you're consistent, that's what you want. You don't want to have too many games off, but I mean, he's taking advantage of his chances. I mean, that's what you need. He hustles. works hard. You're making your a lot of it is your own, what you do yourself, your own hard work and making the breaks. And it's like I always tell these guys, you don't worry about other players. Worry about what you can control. That's your game. Take a look in the mirror and say, what do I need to get better at? How can I help this team win? Contribute, block shots, chip pucks off the wall, just little things like that. You might not be in the score on the score sheet every game, but if you can do little things right that a lot of people don't notice, well, then you should go home and feel good about yourself.
Yeah, without question. Time for our move of the game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Just in time for Christmas. Spas, saunas, pool tables. Place is fantastic. 5 out of 5-star Google rating on Magic City Home Leisure's Google review page. More than 200 reviews. That gives you everything you need to know about their service and how they take care of their customers at Magic City Home Leisure. I love mine. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. The retreat to the backyard these days.
Whatever you got to do to unwind, you just jump in the tub, you pop in the sauna. That's what those things are. They got products that are good for your well-being, and that's what life's all about. Taking the pressure off.
Well, good for the well-being for the state's top producer in the West Region, Mac Morelli. It's a hat-trick goal for Mac right there. There's your move of the game tonight, brought to you by our friends at Magic City Home Leisure. Located in the Magic City. Again, Magic City Home Leisure brings you the move of the game, and it's Mac Morelli's third goal of the contest. That was an undressing of sorts. Mac Morelli with a nice move to the right and then to the left, and then put it in to the top shelf. Matt, your closing thoughts on the first half of the Minot High and West Region hockey season before we get ready for the turn of the calendar year, before we're back on the air on the PSP Network.
Well, like I said, you got a little bit of a break. The guys need to kind of recharge, get a little extra rest. They don't have a ton of time, but you got now till Thursday, and they jump on the bus to go to the Roseau, kind of what you want to call it, round robin. And you're going to see different teams. That's the best thing about going to maybe over to Minnesota for a tournament, or what do you want to call it, just a little mini 3-game event. You play different teams. You see different style of play, guys you don't know, and that's good for mine. I think sometimes that maybe there's a little less pressure on some of these guys. You're on the road. It's camaraderie. It's team bonding, bus trips, and eating together, and staying in the hotel, and you're hanging with your guys and your teammates, and that kind of stuff is big come the end of the year. You need to be a unit. 20, 23, 24 guys thinking the same way. What's your goal? Your goal is to get to that West Region tournament and do something and get a high seed, and then move on to the state tournament in Grand Forks. And you can't, if you're not thinking, you got to think good things, but you also think, let's just keep getting better every time we step on the ice. Every game, what do we got to do to improve a little bit? Where are our weaknesses that we need to iron out a little bit? And the coaches will tell them. They'll get on them and say, here, we didn't look so good at certain parts of the game against these guys. But main thing is get out there and have fun. Work hard. Nothing beats working hard. Your good things come when you work hard, and if you can outwork the other team, generally you're gonna have success.
Sure appreciate your help on the call. As always, hope you have a great Christmas, Matt. Should be a lot of fun to hear about how that Roseau tournament goes and how the Christmas holiday goes for you.
You have a good trip too.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Big thanks again to Logan Dean and Matt Morelli for their help on the broadcast here today. Job well done, gentlemen. Big thank you as always to all those sponsors. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. And the biggest thanks of them all going to our military men and women, all of our veterans out there. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Final score one more time. Minot High gets a big win today over Jamestown. 9-2 is the final. My broadcast partner, Mr. Matt Morelli, I'm signing off until after the holiday break. Hope you have a great night. Hope you have a great Christmas. Whatever you do, have a great night. And God bless.
Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.